Okay, so Jamie Dornan just walked in, as you can imagine, heart palpitations. He and Jonathan Bailey are meeting for the very first time. Let's see if we can witness this.
This is Jamie. Hello, man. Irish man face. This is lovely.
That's all right.
I feel great.
Hello, Jamie. Johnny. Nice to meet you. You alright?
Jamie, Johnny.
Don't look better than me, Johnny. That's not what I want.
Never.
Okay, now I'm going to go sneak in and catch Jamie's look.
You know, it's all based on Prince Harry when he was younger.
No, really? That's pretty cool. It sort of looks like it could be, like cake.
You could look at the You could eat Jamie.
You know that show, like, is it cake? You could be like that. Because of the texture of this, it looks like sort of edible.
Do you remember we met at the...
Yeah,
okay, you do remember.
outside in Paris, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You seem to be in very good spirits today.
Do you think?
I think so. Am I picking up on something?
I like being around these people. I like the Loewe team, and I love seeing Jonathan, and gave me a bit of a lift this morning, you know.
Yeah, there was a moment, because I was present during your fitting yesterday, and there was a moment when Jonathan literally walked over. I don't know if you saw this, and he was just clipping flowers off of this little spread on the side table and then putting them on top of a book, just because sort of when Jonathan passes through an area, he just wants to create some beauty.
But that's a true creative. I think they're constantly seeing opportunity in every environment they find themselves in, and that's so evident in all the different worlds that he's created within Loewe and outside of Loewe.
Mm-hmm. I want you to describe your look for tonight. I know that there's a cake-like component to it.
I mean, that's probably a bit misleading to say that, but
I do understand where your head.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But essentially, it's a nod to something very classical that I'm wearing, that everyone will have seen versions of before, but not a sort of Jonathan Anderson version of it.
And I should explain for people listening, the outfit itself does not look like cake. I'm making a reference to yesterday during the fitting. Jamie was joking about the fact that the fabric itself can appear as though it could be something that would be on the television series, but is the television show, but is it cake?
It's called, I think it's called Is It Cake?
Is it cake? Yeah, yeah.
Our
Okay.
8-year-old's kind of obsessed. We went through a real obsession with it, so I think it's called Is It Cake?
Is it cake? Okay. You know, but this might get meta, and
Yeah.
like at some point I feel like you might be gifted a cake version of your Met Gala look.
Dude, I'd be delighted with that.
Yeah,
How
I mean,
cool would
probably
that
be
be?
tasty.
That might be a Met Gala first.
Mm-hmm. So, you said you haven't been to the Met Gala before, but you have done big premieres and you have done high stress situations before professionally. And so, what do you do to calm yourself to keep your spirits high on days like today?
I think I'm arriving tonight with a couple of other people who are sort of on the Loewe side of things. So I think that'll calm me down. I get very chatty. And often if my wife's not with me and she's not with me tonight, I really struggle because I've no one to sort of like offload all this nervous energy. I try to work on my breathing, which is something that I didn't usually do. I've usually tried to have a couple of drinks, if I'm honest, to sort of take the edge off a wee bit. It's a dicey situation getting it right with martinis, but I think if you can do, I think 2 is my.
I was gonna say 2.
I think 2's perfect, and 3 is maybe too much.
I did 2 before a recent interview, and I could feel that threshold where I was like, one more sip, things could go south.
It really is as precise as that. Is it one more sip?
I mean, I kind of know with a martini when I'm turning.
Yeah,
and yeah, it can
Yeah.
go downhill.
My wife has this thing. She always says it's so stupid. Like every time I have a martini, which is often enough, I always take a sip and go, "Oh, geez, that's strong." And my wife would go, Of course, it's all alcohol. Like it's pure. Of course, it's strong.
Yeah.
Like why do you always comment?
Just a
that
big
it's
bowl of
strong?
alcohol.
I don't know why I'm always like expecting it to be like not as hard hitting.
Right. The Met Gala is a quintessentially New York event.
Yeah.
You are not a New Yorker.
No.
What is your relationship like with this city?
I mean, I used to be here a lot back when I was modeling, so I get a good decade of that from the very early 2000s. So yeah, I associate it with being a bit reckless probably in those days, and a bit, like, oh, that's that's for me.
This is the real life, babes.
This
Like the
is
Met
it.
Gala day of, it's like this. Yeah,
It's probably Anna Wintour.
she's got a martini ready for you, and she's coming to bring it up. Asking
Can
if
I
she
send it up?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I used to have sort of reckless fun. I'm in my 20s nights in New York, and I'm in my 40s, and I've sort of like leveled out.
She really wants to get it to you.
She just, when she wants it to be cold.
Yeah, yeah,
You
and
know.
she knows that just it's
And she
in
knows
just
the
a few
reaction I'll
seconds.
have if it's not.
And she
exact
doesn't want to piss you
temperature
off.
That I want.
She understands.
But I love it. I will always, always, always get the same pure feeling of excitement when I land in the city.
Mm. How do you look back on those modeling days now with, all the perspective of, the lived experience and then your life as an actor now?
I have good thoughts about it, positive thoughts, but also I'm really happy to not be doing it. But what's nice is now I do stuff like ambassador for Loewe and obviously doing the campaign for them and everything. So I feel like I can keep my toe into that world and still satisfy.
You say that so casually. It's like you're in the campaign for Loewe. That's
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is.
If you had 2 extra tickets to tonight's gala,
Yeah.
which famous folks are you bringing with you?
Ooh. Alive.
No.
Elvis. Can you imagine rocking up? Imagine Elvis at the Met Gala, like what he would have worn.
Also, I think Elvis would approve of your outfit for tonight.
Oh, he definitely would. Yeah, it's definitely sort of pre-death Elvis.
It's like the caveat. You're bringing Elvis, but just so everyone knows, pre-death. You're not like,
pre-death.
no corpses. Yeah.
I'm going to say Elvis and Beyonce. What about that combination?
Okay, I'm into it.
That'd be a fun car ride.
I was going to say, but you got to ask them to do some kind of duetting or something, even if it's just for your ears in the car over there. But it's like, I want to hear those voices.
Wouldn't that be great? And I could just try to come in with some harmonies here and there.
Do you sing?
Like a wee bit.
Okay, last but not least, did you attend your high school prom? And if so, how does getting ready for prom compare to getting ready for the Met Gala?
There's definitely a long, like a stretch limo involved, which was like the thing to do.
They were so cool.
There was lots of us in there, and there's lots of sort of bright coloured shots. We used to drink this thing called like Aftershock. I don't know if it came to the States or I don't know. It was disgusting, but we probably drank a lot of those in the car. It's not that dissimilar, but I've just upgraded to like martinis.
I was going to say, there's a through line of sorts. I just think Aftershock, now martinis.
So nothing's changed.
We couldn't ask for a better note to end on. Jamie, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have fun tonight.
Thanks, Evan. I appreciate it. Thank you.